guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis. And breaking scoreboard, Simone of the Olympics. Defense and big business, the Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the 3 in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer.
Man, what's really good?
We all good, bro.
We outside. It's good to come outside. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at DeeTrynt or at Industry Sports. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Please look up Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you'll see Game Changer Sports Talk with DeeTrynt. Make sure you do the same. Right, make sure you follow the industrysports.com website. You can get all the latest updates on what's going on around us and maybe even around you. Hit us up, man. You might want us to spotlight somebody near you. Go ahead and tap in with us, all right? DeeTrynt in the building. I ain't even came and talk sports with y'all in a minute. You know, we ain't even had a chance to, like, really politic and really get down to the nitty gritty about what's going on when the goings on, when they be goings on. You feel me? I'm about to get a couple of my people up here, though, with us while we share. But today, we're just going to go over a little bit of Hall of Fame weekend, right? You know, some guys got in. And you know, we gonna see what me and my people think about the guys that came in. You know what I'm saying? How they feel about that, and if they think they should get in or not. You know. We also gonna go over upcoming preseason, right? Football is about to be in full effect. Yes, it really is. It is about to be full-fledged, in your face. I don't like you because your team ain't my team. Pandemonium, man. Like it is really about to be that college football season starting up. So you know it's about to be a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it is about to be up, 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 up. All right, and I am for all of the smoke. I love the game of football. I've been in love with this game since a youngin', a student of this game since a youngin'. You know, at one point, you know, once I realized I wasn't going to be able to play, you know, I took it real hard. I ain't that tall anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can understand if you like, I ain't just not. But, you know, like, when you talented, man. But sometimes the life path ain't meant for you to do that. You know, that's a hard pill to swallow. That's how I can understand sometimes when guys, you know, they stop doing sports and they don't know what they doing, man, because like you really like eat, leave, like you breathe it. It's a year-round thing. You know what I'm saying? Like once you're an athlete, you always an athlete. Like there's really like no days off. Like you an athlete. You either engaging or you not, but you always want to hard, man. And you know, but this that time of year, man. Oh, it is that time of year. I'm trying to get into that mode. The Hall of Fame was interesting. I don't know if how many of you all had a chance to see some of the footage or whatnot. All big homie in the back gonna put the links up. You know what I'm saying in the stream. You know we get y'all popping on here, man. See where y'all at. Get y'all through one time in the chat. You know, get to really talk about what's going on out here. But no, man, it is interesting. What's going on with the Hall of Fame this year? You know, I would definitely rate this one of the better, um, classes, personally, when it comes to football. You know, every guy that is on this list is deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. Every single one of these guys is very much deserving of being in the Hall of Fame. I can say I personally seen every one of these people play live. You know, not necessarily in person, but I got to watch them live. I got to see them, you know, on TV, doing what they do, at their highest levels. A couple of these guys are some of my personal favorite players at their said positions. Guys that I thought were pretty much undervalued and hidden gems. You know, a couple of these guys you probably, you know, a lot of people probably know, you know, you'd be like, but I think there's no doubt that each one of these men really impacted the game and really made their mark on the game in their way. Each one of these men really gave inspiration to other, you know, to the upcoming generations of how they want to be and how they want to play, even if they don't really get a lot of credit for it. You know, I know as somebody who's just been watching the game for a minute, you know, some of this stuff wouldn't be possible if these guys weren't around. You know, some of these guys were part of special teams, you know, with names that, you know, have been kind of forgotten in the back in the day, you know what I mean? And me, I'm just sharing it right now, get some people in here, you know, just really talk about it. But you know, the Hall of Fame, regardless of all the antics, man, like the Hall of Fame means something, you know. That's a special class of player. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't make it to a Hall of Fame. You don't get in the Hall of Fame because your numbers was good. You know, I don't know if the younger generation really understands how this works. But the Hall of Fame is for special players. That's in any sports. The Hall of Fame is for special players. All right. Players that not only played at a high level, impacted the game and made people adjust to how they play and did it at a high level. You know, but they also got numbers that represent, hey, this is why. You know what I'm saying? And some of these guys, like the Hall of Fame is for the special, man. That's just how I could just summarize it. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about a guy that I pretty much enjoy. We're just gonna go over a basic rundown, and I'm gonna come back and do some detail on it. So we got cornerback Eric Allen. All right. Now this is one of my favorite, like top 5 corners of all time because I felt like he was a technician. He didn't have the blazing speed, but he can keep up with you. He can excel. He didn't have the best hands, but he can catch. He wasn't the most dominant tackler, but he definitely tackled. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew that when he was on that side, it was going down. All right. Um, Dominant defensive back with 54. This is just an overall base I got pulling them up. Uh, Eric Allen, cornerback, a dominant defensive back with 54 career interceptions and 9 defensive touchdowns. Played 14 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles, New Orleans Saints, and Oakland Raiders, and was a 6-time Pro Bowler and first-team All-Pro in 1989. Now, this guy played with Marcus Allen and Tim Brown and Bo Jackson and Jerry Rice and he played with Randall Cunningham and Urban Fryer and Reggie White. He played with some dogs, man. Like pretty much got a big love for Eric Allen as a football player, man. That's my guy. Jared Allen, defensive end. I remember him from the Vikings. What he did in Minnesota, he was just dominant. Like on that end, it was crazy. Jared Allen, a four-time first team All Pro and 5-time Pro Bowl defensive end. He played 12 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, and Carolina Panthers, finishing with 136 sacks. Jared Allen, definitely a dog. Big boy on the end, okay? Had power, had the quickness, had the speed. Wasn't the fastest, but he had the speed. And it was run or sack. But he could definitely hold his own in the run game too. Like he cut the end off. You know what I'm saying? Last of the traditionals in my mind. Then you got Antonio Gates. Now, for me personally, I watched Antonio Gates play power forward at Kent State. I watched him and his team go to the Final Four. I believe it was Elite Eight, Final Four, Elite Eight or Final Four. I believe it was that year, and he was a good big man. Post game feet work, had a mid range jumper, could get over the rim, had a little triple threat. Like, hey, Antonio Gates was gas. I ain't gonna hold you. Like he was that man. So when they put his name in the NFL draft, we was like, what? Now, if you knew him from high school, then you knew he played. But if you only got hip to him when he got to college and Kent State made that magical run that year, hold on. Then it was pretty shocking to see Antonio Gates' name in the NFL draft. And when I tell you, we were blessed as a football fan, especially if you like offense. We were blessed to get Phillip Rivers with Antonio Gates and LaDainian Tomlinson. That trio is about as close you gonna get to Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith, man. That trio was special. It is unfortunate that they never even went to the Super Bowl, let alone won one. Okay, it is unfortunate. But Antonio Gates was a dog. Could run routes, could body you. He had that basketball in him, so he definitely jumped ball and they could blow past you. Had a little shift, he could beat you on the open field. Yeah, Antonio was like that. He was definitely like that, all right? Antonio Gates, a tight end with 955 career receptions, 11,841 receiving yards, and 116 touchdowns. Played 16 seasons with the San Diego Chargers / Los Angeles Chargers, and was an 8-time Pro Bowler and a 3-time All-Pro. Shout out to Antonio Gates, man. Just as somebody from a youngster that actually watched him come and do the whole thing, it is very much a privilege and an honor to say, hey, bruh, congratulations, bruh, you did that. No, for real. You really did that, my homie. That's what's up. And now we gonna get to this last receiver. I'm glad that him and his brother in. Because if you only hip to Shannon, you have no idea what you're missing with Sterling. The very
Sterling was
first
the
time
man.
I say, huh?
No, I was saying Sterling was the man.
What? The very first time I say, well, okay. I don't know if it's the first time, but one of the very first vivid memories I have of a Sterling Sharp highlight. It was snowy. It was so snowy, right? And we had it wasn't all the technology back in the day. So we talking like this like 90, 89, 90, maybe even 91. It was one of you. I want to say it was 89 because that's the year or it was 90 because that's the year Buffalo lost to the Giants. I think that was. But anyway, um, so it's snowy outside. All you could see is the lines that the people made to mark where the end zone is from the 10-yard markers or whatnot, right? So boom, Sterling, boom, get him behind the defense. He catch this play. He on like the left sideline, like the sideline closer towards the camera, and he catch it right. And when he catch it, I think he in the end zone, right? So dude come to tackle him, but he just bump him, right? And I think dude tried to hit him with all his might. I don't know. But he kind of like just bounced off Sterling, and Sterling kind of realized that he wasn't in the end zone and just went on ahead and trotted up to the end zone. So me, I'm a youngster. I'm like, damn, bro, what type of receiver is this? Boy, when I tell you, Jerry Rice the GOAT. And I love Rice. I love Rice. And you can name any receiver you want, and you can give me any arguments you want. But I will put my last dollars on if Sterling Sharp would not have gotten injured, he would be the GOAT receiver. I have no doubt in my mind. He could be.
I ain't gonna disagree with you, man, because he was different, man. It was him and Jerry, man. They were just different, man. But Sterling build, yeah, it would have got real ugly, man. He was like a Debo. Now,
Yeah, no, for real.
I ain't talking about Debo Samuels. I'm talking about Debo.
No, for real. He really was like a Debo though. Like Sterling. Before I even get the rest, so let me get Sterling Sharp, a wide receiver with 595 catches for 8,134 yards and 65 touchdowns. He played 17 seasons with the Green Bay Packers and was a 5-time Pro Bowler and a Triple Crown receiver in 1992. These inductees have made significant contributions to the NFL, both on and off the field, and their induction to the Hall of Fame is a testament to their impact on the sport, which is something I was saying in the beginning. This 17 season thing bothered me because the back end of that, he was injured. He didn't really play. Maybe a game here or there. Like once that knee went, it was, but them first like 5, 6 seasons, that like I think he dropped in like 87 or 88. Man, listen, we're gonna have to bring up that whole information. We're gonna have to actually get in these archives to bring up his real test. But anyway, just me recollecting that off my memories, like, bro, Sterling was that dude. He was that dude. Okay. If anybody, and I'm telling you, this is for me. If anybody ever in history rivaled Jerry Rice as far as skill, impact as a receiver, it is Sterling Sharp in his prime. You gotta see it, man. It was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different. So, for me, hold on right quick, yo. Hold on. So, yeah, though, I swear by Sterling, man. He was a dog. Antonio Gates, man, it's nice to see him in. Definitely nice to see Eric Allen in and Jared Allen. And the fact that it's only 4 of them going in right now just lets you know how fire it is. Unless I find something that show it was more. I think the only 4 that went in this year. But we still going through it. Man, football is the ultimate team sport. You know what I'm saying? Like for me.
Before you move on from Hall of Fame question, do you think Clay deserved to be in?
Clay Matthews? You talking about our linebacker? Clay Matthews?
Yeah.
I think he deserved to be in by now, for sure. He's absolutely be in by now because we just not gonna act like him and Pepper Johnson didn't happen, and Michael Dean Perry. We just not gonna act like that didn't happen. We not gonna do that. We not gonna act like Webster Slaughter and Eric Metcalf didn't happen. We're not gonna do that. So yeah, Clay should have been in for sure. Clay should have been in. You know what I'm saying? He definitely should have been in. That's just period. I don't see why he not. But it's all Cleveland hate, right? You know, they hate Cleveland. They always hated Cleveland.
I was just about to say that. That's what a lot of them say. They say it ain't even really about Clay. They say it's just like, man, they really trying to smash the land legacy.
For real type time. What you think about the Hall of Fame list this year? You think it's somebody else besides Clay who should got in that didn't?
I mean, I don't know who all was
this year
up there. I know who got nominated, but I don't know who all the candidates was. But every year, man, whenever T.O. ain't getting in that bitch, it's just like, all right, that's what y'all on. So I feel T.O. need to get up in there. Hold on, that T.O. Hold on. No. Oh, hold on. Who was that got their shit and they was doing push-ups in their driveway or somebody? Was that did T.O. get in?
That was T.O. I don't know if T.O. in. I want to say I think T.O. did get in, but he just didn't do his speech at the Hall of Fame. He did it. Yeah, he did it as some type of off-site situation.
Right.
He felt like they took too long to let him in, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, because I remember, and I know they was always playing with it. Let's see. I do remember the
Tight Tom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
2018.
What we got going on? Okay. What you pull up?
Oh no, I was just looking. No, I say 2018.
T.O.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Yeah, that's supposed to be yours. Let's say 2018. So they let him in. Who is somebody else? Who else ain't get up in there?
I don't know. Do you think? Oh, so I had a question. Who do you think better, Larry Fitzgerald or Terrell Owens?
Man. Shit. Man, Fitzgerald gets slept on, man. Fitzgerald, that's my guy. Fitzgerald, the dog, man. But Oh no, it's just like hell. It's hard, man. I probably if I was a quarterback, I think I think Fitzgerald probably be my best friend because it just seemed like he just Mr. Reliable. I mean, T.O. do what he do, but it just seemed like, man, Fitzgerald just go. You feel what I'm trying to explain? Like
I do because that was my choice.
it
I
just
didn't even
seemed like
hesitate. That's
it
so
just seemed
crazy.
like
That was my choice. And I didn't even
it
hesitate when he asked me. I said, T.O. over Fitzgerald. I say, look, bruh, I understand that T.O. is who T.O. is. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't Fitz. He ain't Fitz. T.O. a dog. Like, make no mistake about it. Like, T.O.
oh
is
yeah,
a
T.O.
dog. They used the team obliterator in the wrong way. Because he used to be destroying defenses. That's the team that got obliterated, your defense. The people who had to check him. But it took him a little minute to really boss up. Fitz, you can line him up anywhere on the field. In the slot, on the outside, a double tight end slot. You can motion him. Wherever you line him up, he unguardable. It don't matter how big you are, how little you are, how fast you are. It doesn't matter how strong you are. He called him Mr. Reliable. I'm just going to break it down in detail for you. He unguardable. You don't got a defensive back big enough to swallow him in height. You know what I'm saying? Where he excuse my French, overshadows him in height. You don't have one strong enough to body him on every play. You don't got one that's so fast that his quickness and fast doesn't matter. You don't have a guy. We're not even talking about hands. Okay, we talking about some of the best hands in NFL history with Larry Fitzgerald. Okay, and that statement doesn't come lightly because it's some all hands team in the NFL, and they all ain't at the receiver position.
Will Fitz about 6'2", 6'3"?
Type time. Type time. So I like TL, but he ain't Fitz. That's all I'm saying. He ain't Fitz. Preseason weekend. We had the Hall of Fame game, right? That one already went on and that happened already, right? And now we're going to Thursday night football. So this Thursday, the Indianapolis Colts will take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Cincinnati Bengals will take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The Las Vegas Raiders will take on the Seattle Seahawks. That is a Thursday night triple header starting at 7 with the first game kickoff and 10 being the late game kickoff. Friday, we got another triple header. But all these games will more or less start at the same time back to back. Detroit Lions versus the Atlanta Falcons. The Cleveland Browns versus the Carolina Panthers. And the Washington Commanders versus the New England Patriots. Game starting at 7, 7, and 7:30 respectively. Saturday, the New York Football Giants will take on the Buffalo Football Bills. And the Houston, what is Houston last name? That's crazy work. Texans. The Texans, I almost called them the Oilers. Y'all got to excuse me. I definitely just almost called them the Houston Oilers, and I know the Oilers have been around for a second, so you got to excuse me. But the Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Dallas Cowboys at the Los Angeles Rams, the Tennessee Titans at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Kansas City Chiefs at the Arizona Cardinals, the New York Jets at the Green Bay Packers, and the Denver Broncos at the San Francisco 49ers. That is a full game slate. 8 games on the docket. Full Saturday for you, all right? And I think it's the last weekend before the kids go to school, so everybody get to do around with the family and kick it. And then Sunday, we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints versus the Los Angeles Chargers. It's so crazy calling them the Los Angeles Chargers. That's just crazy. So, where are my peoples at? You know what I'm saying? What's really good? You know what I'm saying? We trying to see, man, what game you almost most anticipated to see? I mean, of course, versus the Browns, right? Like, what else is there to talk about plus, right? I understand this is the Browns. Like, hey, what is there else for us to talk about? The Browns. When it comes to these Browns, okay, let me set the stage. And first, right now, I want to go up on my little laptop, and I'm going to bring up the current Cleveland Browns preseason roster. 2025. All right, boom. Tight Tom. Boom. Let's get to come outside. Even though we were up at night and day, we outside. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go to cleveland.com. Let's go ahead and pull up where they at one time. Let's bring up this whole little roster situation so we know what's going on out here in these streets. Okay. So the last time we was up here, I did a breakdown of I appreciate you. Yeah, let's chop it up. So the last episode, I did a breakdown of the offense, right? Position groups, what was going on. At that time, it was a 4-man race, all right? Kenny Pickett with Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders, and Dog Pound for Life. You already know what time it is, Meech. Love that for sure. Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders, Joe Flacco, all right? With Deshaun Watson waiting in the wing. Now, since last season, I've been saying this, right? With Deshaun out for the year, Deshaun doesn't have to play this year. He can just rehab, get out of the spotlight for a minute, clear his head, get healthy. He can come back next year, right? Out of the spotlight and ready to play, right? Whatever he has left in the tank is of asset to the Browns, all right? Regardless of what he hasn't done yet, whatever he has left is asset to the Browns. The Browns was able to take this draft and do something that I said they should do last season. In the middle of last season, I said, hey, matter of fact, it was probably about 5 games in, maybe 4 or 5 games in. I say, listen, this is a good year for the Browns to suck. This is the best time for the Browns to have a shitty year, right? You're going to have quite a few good players come out in the draft. You're going to be able to take your old stars and pair them with new young stars, and that'll give the Cleveland Browns something that they never had before, which is a system, a growing system, a feeding farm system to where their every pick is not being wasted. Even if the guy doesn't re-sign at the end of his tenure, he's able to stay his whole contract and build up a rapport. All right? You need that. That is very, very important with building an identity. And knowing where the Browns were at when Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry took over. we cannot ignore how much of a big impact that has been to have consistency at those two positions. All right. I never felt like those two people, job were in jeopardy, never once. All right. Consistency kills everything. They're young, they're in their 40s, they could be here for a long time. Deshaun Watson could sit in the wings. Now, they did that, right? Not only did they do that, but now they got 2 picks in the first round next year. Okay. And you still got the quarterback that came out of the draft that I felt like most fits your system. Right? And for all those who don't know where I stand on this, I said Kevin Stefanski needs a gunslinger who can read defenses. This is what he needs to run his offense. Sports Diva! Hello,
Hey, I'm
darling.
sorry, my phone been tweaking. I'm sorry.
It's cool. It kind of does that sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I needed an update.
No, for sure. So I'm talking about I
Mhm,
don't know how much you heard or where you jumped in at.
mhm,
But I was just giving them an update of my beliefs on the Browns leading up to this point right now. All right.
mhm,
So I was just telling them how last year I was saying this was a good year for the Browns to suck. Everybody looked at me crazy, and I said they got a chance to put their young stars with their old stars and really build a system, right? You remember me saying this, right?
mhm,
So then they did that, right? They turned 1 pick into a few picks to a couple picks next year, all right? And they still got the guy that I said they should get coming out the draft. Now I said Kevin Stefanski's system needs a gunslinger who can read defenses. Somebody who can pre-read the snap and is not afraid to just throw it to the open guy, doesn't matter who it is. Right? That's the type of guy he needs. I always felt Shador Sanders fit that mold. Right?
mhm,
We have him here. All right. I've said from the jump, I think he'll win the competition. Right? I also was saying that him and Dylan, is a good long term because I think Dylan Gabriel could end up being the Jason Garrett, Kellen Moore, right? He got drafted and he ain't necessarily end up being a quarterback, but he could end up being like an offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, clipboard guy. You know what I'm saying? One of those guys. And I think him and Shador could develop a nice relationship like that with him being the emergency quarterback for now. And I ain't saying that Dylan Gabriel should never try to play. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying
mhm,
is though, that's a good role for you though, especially in Kevin's system, especially for the Browns, who if Kevin gonna be here for a while, which I've been saying Kevin and Andrew was not on the hot seat. I've been saying that they ain't on the hot seat for what? All right.
right.
But I just feel like, that's a good role for him. And I feel like Shador. Oh, it just did me like that. I synced it too. I was like, oh, damn,
Technology, man,
homie.
technology.
You feel me? Don't get mad at me because I'm talking that
Right. It
gospelation.
just it just did the fishy. It's like, oh man,
Hey, I'm
deep in
like a deer in headlights. Like, oh, damn. So, um, again, I feel like Shador fits the mold. Flacco is the backup. Kenny Pickett probably would have been the third guy, practice squad guy, but now that he's injured, um, you know, it's more likely that they'll be able to keep Kenny if they put him on a practice squad and still keep the other guys. Um, but I like.
I think Kenny was back at practice. I don't know
Oh,
if he
he
was,
is
but I think Kenny was back.
Kenny back.
Yeah, I think Kenny back.
So who started the first preseason game?
Mm.
No, Holy. Come on back. Come
Oh,
on down.
you asking me who should start?
I'm asking you who it both. My first
who is
question is
starting? I
who's
don't know.
going to start?
I don't know if they gonna start Kenny or not. I don't know how they dealing with the injury, but most likely it's probably gonna be Flacco, right?
Flacco not playing in the preseason.
I don't think he can play in the preseason.
Well, shit. Well, Flacco ain't starting. You know they gonna give it to Gabriel then.
I was about to say Dylan
'Cause they
Gabriel.
know what you
I would
gonna
like
do.
to see him start in the preseason, to be honest.
You want to see Dylan Gabriel start in the preseason,
I
and
sure do.
y'all want me to believe this shit? You know what, bro? You
I
know what?
I want to see what he
Oh
made of
my
now.
god!
I sure do. I want to see what he made.
Oh
Well, who
my
we play? We
god!
play on Friday. We play the Jags, right?
We
That
play
shouldn't
no the
be.
Panthers. We
Oh, the
play the
Panthers. Okay.
Panthers.
Okay. Um, I want to see him play. I want to see Dylan what he made of. I haven't seen enough of Dylan yet, so I want to see what he made of. I want to see, how if the what do you call it? Like they say, his height and all the rest of it. I just want to see what he's made of. I want to see what his intentions
Sips
are.
tea.
I want to see. I haven't seen enough of him. I want to see him, do what, a lot of people that have followed him and really, really, been into his season and stuff with Oregon and stuff. I want to see what he made of, man. I do. I mean, I've seen a lot of Shador. I've seen a lot of Shador. I'm impressed, but I haven't got there yet with Dylan, and I wasn't giving him a lot of opportunity with me. Yeah, I'm saying, but I want to see it. I want to see it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
I You
I'm
want to see
biased.
Shador?
No, wait, hold on, wait. I'm going to explain this as best I can. And I'm saying what I genuinely mean, okay? All right. I don't want to see Kenny Pickett play at all in the first preseason. I don't want to see Joe Flacco play at all in the first preseason game. I don't want to see neither one of them play in the first preseason game. That's my number one thing, right?
Agree.
Now, I think Shador deserves to start. But I also would rather be ending the game watching Shador than the beginning. So I'm not going to knock Dylan Gabriel starting. What I do want to see is both of them play an entire half.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I need to see both of them play an entire half. I want to see Dylan Gabriel. I would have preferred Shador start, but I would rather much see him in the game. I just
Absolutely.
huh?
No, I said absolutely. I agree. I agree with. Well, I don't. I really want to see Shador um, end it. I want to see him finish it up more so.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying, but that's a second half thing. Regardless, like that's second half
Correct.
thing when he's talking in preseason. So,
Correct.
Dylan Gabriel can start. I have no problem with that. And then I want to see Shador play the second half. All right. I want to see what the offensive line is like. I want to see how they're going to use the running backs. And I want to see the receivers. Okay. Specifically, Jeremy Thrash, David Bell, and Michael Woods II.
Hmm.
I have no questions about Jerry Jeudy. Tillman has
Right.
shown me enough flashes. It is what it is. Deontay Johnson is Deontay Johnson. All right. But I want to see Thrash. I want to see Bell. I want to see Woods. And I want to see
Hey,
them.
Agree.
hold on before we go on. Got a shout out to Shador for making little cuz drink. Hey, look, Dub that be coming on the show, James Marbury.
Yeah.
That's his son right here.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, that's his son right here. That Shador get his helmet and all from him.
Okay, then. Type time.
Thank you. Hey, what put the helmet? Yeah, put the helmet on. We're gonna make a video. We're gonna video. Let's go, Browns! Here we go, Brownies! Here we go! Oh, he's trying to chant. Can I get a picture? You sure, bro?
Yeah, a kid gave me some new ice. I tried to give it back to him, but he wouldn't let me. So it's mine now.
What? Dog pound chain type. Hey, shout out to T.O.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet.
That's my quarterback.
My
He's so
quarterback.
sweet.
That's my quarterback. You say it's my quarterback.
He's such a sweet. He's such a sweet kid. He's such a admirable, sweet, nice, just genuinely nice young man. And he's shown that since he got here. I mean, and you can tell the genuineness in him, and just the realness in him, and I just think he's gonna have a good season. To me, I think he's gonna have a very good season. You could just I don't know. I feel it in my bones. I feel it. When I know I'm gonna feel it when I go to work. I'm gonna feel all the energy. You know what I'm saying? All the good energy, all the vibes. Yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I did not plan on being in Cleveland for the preseason. But clearly, I'm supposed to be there. For whatever
Right.
reason. All right. So that
Everything
is what
happened
it
for a
is,
reason,
right?
bro. You know that.
That is what it is, right?
Yep.
Okay. Who are you looking forward to seeing in the preseason? What do you want to see out of the Browns in the preseason?
I want to see a lot, but I want to see execution at its finest. I want to see determination. I want to see second efforts. I want to see uh good route running. I want to see a collaboration of the team within itself. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that sideline, what I'm saying, interact on every play. I want to see Stefanski and his team and his team of coaches execute those plays accordingly and accurately and efficiently. I just want to see collaboration, man, and I want to see most of all, I want to see that dog, that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, everybody say preseason don't count. Preseason, and yeah, it might not count against the record. I get that, but from us as fans, and from us as been fans, the loyal fans, and all, we want to see a whole they want everybody been begging for it. We want to see this. We need a quarterback. We need this. We need that. They got to prove that they didn't have a 3-14 season for absolutely nothing last year. Like, yeah, nobody intentionally does that, but we want to see the Browns do collaborative things, work as a team, and execute efficiently, accurately, and get that ball out your hand. Get that ball out your hand, sling it, hand it off, whatever you got to do, but have and have it here. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell when if something fall, and this is just from being a fan for 40 years, when something fall apart with the Browns with one person, baby, you could tell it just spread like wildfire. It spreads like wildfire, child. So I want to see all that, man, and I just want to see team efforts, and I want to see them just to go out and be the dogs they are, man. For real.
Go ahead, Holy. I see you.
Oh no, I was letting her talk. All right. Our first game on the 8th preseason.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, we play the
All right.
Packers.
So Kenny Pickett's stats. He came back on the 1st to practice, but he's still not doing team drills, like full team drills.
So he's not playing.
So I don't know what you think.
Because
Kenny not
that was a
playing.
hamstring, right? I think that was a hamstring that he got.
Right, Kenny not playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kenny
Yeah,
not
those
playing.
hey,
Think it's gonna be a rookie fest?
Man, it ain't no. Listen, that's the only logical choice. I'm saying, listen, okay, check this out, right? I said this. I said this before. All right, check the tapes. I said this before. Ideally, you would want Flacco with Shador waiting in the wings and Kenny Pickett as the beat up third guy because you want to surround your rookie with people who know how the NFL works. You know what I'm saying? And to have guys from this end of the spectrum to a guy on this end of the spectrum with Kenny Pickett is just ideally a good. Now, Andrew Berry said they could go in with 4 quarterbacks. So they could have 3. There's no rule that say you can't have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. You just got to have a 53-man roster and a 50-man active roster. So if they can fit 3 quarterbacks in a 50 with the emergency quarterback being Dylan Gabriel, that's an ideal situation for the Browns. Because over the previous years, you've had to run through quarterbacks. So that makes sense. Even if you want to put Flacco and put Kenny at the 2, as long as Shador is the pick, that he is the guy taking over, that's cool because guess what? That means you don't have to rush him in. Ideally, we would love to rush him in, right? But I seen what not rushing in did for Aaron Rodgers. I seen what it did for Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny what it did for Steve Young when he sat behind Joe Montana for a year. I can't deny what I witnessed. So if Shador can sit behind a Flacco, you know what I'm saying? Learn to see the game. He got his rookie homie Dylan. They develop a good relationship. That's the clipboard guy. No offense when I say that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what, clipboard guy? You still gonna get a ring.
Right.
You still gonna get a ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a future position in the league. So I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And you still got a chance to at some point play. It's all still on the table. But everybody got a role when it's about building and getting there. You feel me? And Kenny Pickett can play his role. Ain't nothing wrong with him sitting over here. Ain't nothing wrong with 2 guys from our form. It's cool because we got our guy in the wing. I genuinely believe Shador the future. I genuinely believe Shador is the future. I feel like our quarterback of the future is on the roster. I just need Quinshawn to get his life together so I can see what him and Ford look like on the tandem side because I know what I think Fannin Jr. and then Joker gonna give me on the tight end side. And then, Scary Terry went out. What you think? Terry McLaurin, he went out of the Commanders. He tried to leave. Denzel said, "What's up about coming home?" He said, "I think I seen. I don't know how true this is, but I think I seen something that said he would love to come home." So he said he's looking for $30 million a year. I don't know if we can give him 30, but I think we can give him something like it. What you think?
Scary Terry, man.
Scary
That's
Terry.
gonna be a scary situation. You hear me?
Ooh!
Let me tell you, like, oh man, that I would not mind. I would 30 million. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing that, man. Hey, man, they would really have something to talk about. This would really be something to talk about. If Scary Terry got here, man. No shade, no shade. Like that, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was asking out of the command. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, but even before we get to Shador, Scary Terry with Jerry Judy, Ninjoku, Fannin Jr. with it don't even matter who coming out the backfield at that point.
It don't even matter.
Whoever, listen, what you
That
talking
would be
about?
something.
Hey, Flacco gonna be slinging that joint everywhere. You hear me?
Play action every time.
What?
Every time. I would love.
Quinshawn, we
Oh
need
man.
you, baby. Quinshawn,
Yeah, come on,
we need
Quishon,
you,
man.
baby. What's
Come on,
up?
baby.
We need you, baby. What's poppin'?
Get all this shit done. Get all that course shit out the way. Get your ass over here, man.
Man, what?
Come on,
What?
man. Yeah, that would be. Ooh, you to my weapons. That would be nice, to say the least. To say the
Which
least, man. I would
which
be so excited each game. Like, no shade.
what you think
Mm-mm-mm.
about the offensive line walls? What you last year was very they was coming off injuries.
Yeah.
Guys didn't really fully recover. We got some really big guys down there. Some of our Pro Bowl guys were kind of exposed with the new change in offensive philosophy. We lost Bill Canahan. What do
Mhm.
you think they'll do this year? Like, what do you think? We had some additions with the Tevin Jenkins and Cornelius Lucas, and brought in some other guys. I think I seen a report that said the young guy Barton Jackson was making waves during his time in training camp so far. But what
Mhm.
you think about the line and how important you think it's going to be this year?
Well, extremely, extremely important. You gotta the protection is everything, man. You can't if the quarterback don't trust they line and enough for protection purposes, you lose all the whole team. It's the whole offense will fall apart. Like protection is everything. We all know that. You got to protect everybody in the backfield. You got whoever gonna be starting as running back, whoever gonna be starting as quarterback. You got to protect them dudes, man. And I think the one thing we got this year that we didn't have, we of course we was coming out the injury bug last year with the O line. We got youth there. You know what I'm saying? We got youth. We got some big guys, man. And I'm telling you, man, you see that 22-year-old or that 21-year-old, whatever, come from that background, man, come uh from that line, protecting that quarterback like that, and making sure that they slamming niggas up. I'm doing fucking cuss, but slamming niggas on their neck, coming towards my quarterback. We have that youth there, we have that athleticism there, and we have those injuries that are no longer there, and man, and the veterans that's there to help out with that, with the mental part. You know what I'm saying? With the part that means the most for real is the mental. Um, I think it's definitely a step up, some notches from last year, and that's not even including the injuries from last year, but it's definitely a step up from last year with the O line, man. And we all know that's that's like the important part of that's the most important part of the team, to be honest with you, when you're on offense. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. We can't have Flacco or Shador running for their life. We can't do that.
Type time, type
That's
time.
one thing about it. We got to protect them men, man. And I believe that this year, baby, looking at training camp and how they was running through them tires and pushing them what you call them things that, you know what I'm saying,
Oh yeah,
the obstacle courses and all that. Man, listen, them boys are big, they athletic, and they hungry. They hungry because they when you can't, I can't even, how you hurt yourself or something, you can't do something. Like when I used to run track and I used to pull a hamstring and put it, I was upset. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get back well so I could just dust these bitches and dust and dust. You know what I'm saying?
type
They are
time.
they hungry, man, and they hungry to show us what they got, man. For real. I think that, man, it's gonna be such an exciting time. It's gonna be crazy, man. And I honestly, like, how the preseason, like, I don't know, when I don't know if you watched the game last week with Lions and Chargers, but the Chargers was playing quite a bit of their starters last week. And I don't blame them from doing that, because you want to, sometimes you just want to see what's going on and what you can do. You know what I'm saying? How your real season gonna look. So, I be, my anxiety be like, oh, come on, man, come on the 8th, come on the 16th, come on the 23rd. Like, I can't wait, man. I think they're gonna be just fine. I do. I think they're gonna have that protection there. We just gotta stay healthy, man. Gotta stay healthy. Big fan.
Type time. Hollywood Yellow say they saying DeJuan Jones been holding his own against Miles out in training camp.
Okay. All right. That's an accomplishment right there within itself.
That type time.
No shame.
Yeah, yeah, type
We
time. I
know. We
think
all know. Uh-huh.
no, no. Go ahead. We all know what.
No, I was just saying, we know who Miles Garrett. You know what I'm saying? We know how much of an
He giving
ox,
up.
strong as an
Yeah.
ox. So if you hold your own with him, baby, ooh, child, listen. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so
Hey,
excited.
look. Brownstown, man. We all get excited, man. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk in the Street Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at In the Street Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streams, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the In the Street Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you'll see Game Changer Sports Talk with DeeTrynt. Make sure y'all do the same. Make sure y'all check out the website, industrysports.com. Catch the latest articles and things like that. Sports Diva. If you want to write, Diva, if you feel the writing bug, we got a platform for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Come on and holler at us. We got a platform for you. You can express your thoughts like that if you want to tap into that side of you again. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm down.
Type time. So, with that being said, we lost Martin Emerson for the season.
Yes.
Unfortunately, MJ went down with an Achilles injury sometime at the end of last week. And Greg Newsome is now back at the number 2 in a contract year. The
Okay.
warden is the warden, and that's why he's the warden. Okay. With that being said, who steps up in the secondary? Who takes that third role? How do they do that? What are the Browns doing? Oh, I did bring up the roster. Let me give you some
Yeah,
names.
yeah. Bring up the roster for me.
Yeah, I did. I did. You know, I was on my ding. You know what I'm saying? I brought that up early. You know what I'm saying? I brought that up early. Okay, so right now we have uh Chagozi Anusium. I apologize if I butchered your name. That is my apologies. Okay, Tony Brown the second, CA, wearing number 35, cornerback, 6'1", 200 pounds, 24 years of age, second year out of Colorado State. You got Tony Brown the second, wearing number 11, cornerback, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, age 30, 7 years in the league out of Alabama. You got Miles Harden, 26, cornerback, 5'11", 195 pounds, 23 years old, second year out of South Dakota. You have Keenan Isaac, number 38, cornerback, 6'3", 190, 25 years of age, uh, second year. Well, this is he 1 year pro, so it's his second year. I kind of messed with the other guy. Alabama State. Lamorion James, wearing number 27, cornerback, 5'10", 193 pounds, 24 years old, rookie out of TCU. Dom Jones, wearing number 37, cornerback, 6'2", 192 pounds, age 25, rookie out of Colorado State. You got Anthony Kendall, number 44, cornerback, 5'10", 188 pounds, 25 years old, in his third year out of Baldwin Wallace. Cameron Mitchell, number 29, cornerback, 5'11", 191 pounds, 23 years old, going into his fourth season out of Northwestern. Are you
Mm.
familiar with any of these guys, Ms. Diva?
I'm not. I believe I heard of Isaac. I've seen a couple highlights with him. I'm not too familiar with any of these guys. However, I wouldn't mind seeing the rookie. What was that from TCU?
Yeah,
Was it TCU? I would. Um, I wouldn't mind just a rookie stepping
Lamorion
up.
James.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a rookie step up and seeing, what was, what's up? Hey, now or never. You know what I'm saying? I like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I like stuff. I like when a rookie could step up and say, "Hey, I'm here. I'm big dog. What's up?" You know what I'm saying? I rather partake in seeing a rookie step up. To be honest, I have to do my research on these new guys and on the other guys, other corners. But
But
yeah,
Cameron
just in
Mitchell
general.
been here for a minute though. Cameron Mitchell been
Okay.
here for a couple years. You think that's a good time for
Mm,
him to set himself
mm,
apart?
yeah, yeah. I mean, and you said, wait a minute, Got the other guy named Cam. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I mean, I'm not too savvy on um
Mhm.
the guys that I haven't, seen actually play. But
No, I
yeah, why
got you.
not? I mean, hey, why not? Let's do it. Like, step up. Next, what they say, next man up. Let's
Hmm.
go. Let's
Nah,
go.
they said. I seen a report that said when Emerson went down and Newsom went to the outside, they brought I guess he in his fourth year. Ronnie Hickman. They brought
Ronnie
him out,
Hickman. Okay.
and he played that nickelback. I like Ronnie been playing pretty decent for us though.
Yeah, I like him too. I've seen him play. I have seen him. I forgot about Ronnie.
They got a young guy down here that they signed out of Pittsburgh. Um, Donovan McMillan. He's gonna wear number 31, 6'2", 23 years old, out of Pittsburgh. I got high hopes for him. I seen
Okay.
some of his tape. I like his attitude. I got high hopes for him. I'm hoping he can come in and make a real impact.
Yeah. Hey, when it's time to suit up and boot up, let's. Hey, man. You know what I mean? Like, get out there, do your job. That's all we ask you to do.
They do
And
your
and
job.
do your job, man.
Oh, you missed when we was talking about the Hall of Fame segment. Did you get to see any of the Hall of Fame?
I didn't see any of it. I was working on a show, then my friend came and got me. I didn't see, but I did see the when they were interviewing them one by like kind of throughout the game when the Lions game. I seen I think I did see Sterling Sharp. I seen Jared Allen as well. Um Antonio Gates, I think I caught the end of him. But I did see a couple clips with the Sharp brothers, the first brothers to get inducted. Shout
First,
out to the Sharp brothers, man. That's
first,
first black. I mean, first and only is for we the brothers, and I love that. I love that for them. It was very emotional. The whole thing when you get that gold jacket, you know what I'm saying?
type
And
time.
it's some. I think it was there was some good picks, very good picks this year.
That's it. That's
Um,
it.
hmm Very good picks. Yeah, man. Hey, you in there now? You know what I'm saying? You in there. It's a huge, 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 huge thing. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? That's like the with people that get inducted in the Hall of Fame, the artists and stuff in the Hall of Fame. That's huge. You know what I'm saying? The rock and roll, huge. So I'm happy for each one of those guys, man. And they all made a huge impact in the NFL throughout their careers. So very, very good picks. I
Type
enjoyed.
time.
I wish I would have got to see it, but I seen some stuff on Facebook and Instagram, some little highlights. So that it was cool. I still haven't been to Canton to go visit the whole,
The
the
Hall
the
of
Hall of
Fame.
Fame, man.
The
Yeah, I want
Hall
to.
of
I gotta.
Experience.
That's on my bucket list, man.
Yeah, we
Coming
might
up
have to take
soon.
a field trip down there some one time for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, for
yeah, for
sure.
sure.
So
Hmm.
anything else in this preseason that you looking to see, whether it be the Browns, other teams, what you looking to see in this preseason?
Mm, I'm looking. I'm just looking to see who really, like these rookies, man. Like, this past draft was cool. So I'm trying to see what these rookies got going on, man. Like, come on, let's check y'all out. Let's see what's going on. I'm excited for them. Um, I'm excited to see, who when they start on the eighth, man. I'm excited to see who gonna come out there taking that snap. I'm excited. I want to see. I cannot wait for that. For as far as the whole NFL as a whole, um, I'm not a lot. Like I said, I mess with the Lions. I really fuck with the Lions. I'm interested to see what Dan Campbell is going to do this year, as far as because that's actually the first Sunday. Is it? Yeah, the first Sunday night football game. It's a rematch with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. So I'm interested and seeing what they got in their preseason. Our division teams. our conference teams, I should say. Um, I don't know. I just want to see him. I want to see what Dan Campbell got up his sleeve with these trick plays, man. You know, he be coaching like he playing Madden. I like okay, but it works. Hey, whatever works, man. But you know, I mess with the Lions, man. I'm excited to see their season too, man. You know, I'm just you know the NFL when that song come on, everything else out the door. Kids get out my face. Y'all got y'all foot, you know. So I'm just excited, man. All the quarterbacks as a whole. I'm a quarterback girl, so I'm excited to see what they got. You know,
I'm a quarterback girl in a
I'm a quarterback
quarterback
girl.
world.
I love my quarterbacks, man.
That's
Yes,
my
yes.
quarterback. That's my quarterback. Type
Yeah,
time.
man. They say I think Tampa Bay is actually I don't know if they finalized it yet, but they actually signing Baker Mayfield back to a nice piece of change, man, and a long term deal with him. I got to read a little bit more on it, but that was the last thing I read about Baker.
What numbers they
Um,
talk about? How much they talking about paying Baker?
the last time I seen it, I want to say I don't know if it was a 7-year deal, a 6-year deal, but the last time I seen it, it was like eight, I can't remember it. I want to say it was a couple weeks ago. I want to say it was like 88 million or something. It was something. It was a nice piece of change. But he didn't do anything yet, I don't think. He didn't sign anything yet. He didn't finalize anything yet. But that's still my dude, man. I don't care. Beck's still my dude, man. I'll never forget what he did with us, man. So I'm excited to see how he plan everything out, how everything go with him. And you know, I don't know, man. My quarterbacks is
Hey,
that's my dudes.
hey, Baker, I'm glad you getting paid, God. I'm glad
Yeah,
you getting
man.
paid. Outside of
Getting
that,
paid.
I'm glad you out of Cleveland too. All
No
right.
shade. No shade.
Man, it's all right, man. Everything don't work out. It's cool, man. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, man.
about?
It's a business first, man. Flat out.
Type time, man. Type
That's one thing
time.
about it. You never know. You never know.
You never
So
know, Shotty. So yeah, though, man. So all right, y'all. We gonna end this off, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get up here, wrap up with y'all for a minute, and talk a little bit about the Hall of Fame preseason, just a little bit of Browns. You know, just talk a little football. It's been a second, man. Sports Diva, tell them where to find you at and how to get up with you.
yeah, so you can find me on YouTube. I am the Podcast Diva on YouTube. I am the Sports Diva 42 on Instagram. I'm Natalie Harris on Facebook, and on Twitter, I am the Sports Diva. So you can find me there. I post your highlights, your rumors, your deadlines. I post all of that on my stories and things like that. So check me out. Follow me there.
Type time. It is a pleasure to have you on here, as always. You know what I'm saying? DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streams, you can catch replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you'll see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Make sure y'all get to the website, man, industrysports.com, the latest sports articles, things like that. You know what I'm saying? If you got people you want spotlighted, if you got conversations you think we ain't having, hit us up, man. We'll go ahead and put that down for you, all right? And we got bigger news coming later on. You know what I'm saying? You know, things must grow and evolve, and we definitely got some evolution tactics in play. As always, though, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. One love, be easy. Browns, let's go.